Hi ladies, how's everybody doing today? I'm here to show you how to use your cups, your Ashley Black cups or your silicone cups before we start fascia blasting, and how to use them after your fascia blasting treatment so you can help flush the tissue. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's do this. So you ladies might notice I have a couple of bruises. These are actually healed already. These have been from a while back, so those are actually good to work on. So I'm going to show you how not to think too much as far as your cupping treatment is concerned. I'm going to open a new bottle of Fasciablasting oil because I love it so much. I have bottles and bottles of it. So I'm just going to Okay, so the first question that I know that some of you have asked is, do I lubricate before cupping? Or what was the question? Should I lubricate while I cup stationary? I believe was the question. So let's go with that first question. So the question was, should I lubricate the skin before I put my cups? Well, that's actually preference. It all depends on how you feel about cupping with dry skin. As long as the cup is stationary, you should be okay. But I feel that the cups stick. I get like a better, how can I say? I feel like the cups stick better when my skin is lubricated. But you can do it without. There's really no wrong way of doing it when you're leaving your cups stationary. Okay, so I'll show you. My skin is dry, so I'll show you how it looks like when your skin's not lubricated. See, this is fine, okay? You can get away with that. But again, as you can see, my skin is dry and I don't have any lubricant, so I feel like it doesn't really stick as well as if I were to lubricate my skin. So I'm gonna stick this on right now. So you see? So I feel like the cups stick better when my skin is lubricated versus when it's not. I get a better grip of my skin when it's lubricated. All right, so I'm going to just slide a few. You really don't need many. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cup my leg here. I'm just gonna throw a few on. It's been a while. I actually am starting to feel a little bit better. I had no voice this weekend, so now I feel a little bit better. So now I can get back into my fascia blasting routine and my workout routine. And should I throw in one more? I'm gonna throw in one more. There we go. There you go. So you don't have to fill up your entire, thigh, your entire thigh muscle, or, this area with a bunch of cups. You don't have to do that. If you have a few to work with, that's cool. Just throw whatever it is that you have. You could just throw it on there. But, less is more, I feel. So I have 6 cups on here. And you can move the leg, activate the muscle, so you can feel the fascia glide back and forth just like that, because that's what we want. We want to free up the fascia layer underneath the skin. So you can activate here the leg, the muscle. There you go. See? Relax, contract, relax, contract, relax, bend, relax, bend, relax, bend, relax. So that's what we're looking for. And then you can give it a little bit of a tug on those cups to stimulate that blood flow and, break up that mozzarella cheese apart. Okay, keep in mind that I've been cupping for a while. I've been cupping for actually a very long time. I've been a massage therapist for 15 plus years. So I have always experimented with cupping therapy. So I've been doing it for a long time. So for me, I'm very comfortable with the pressure that I have in these cups. Usually for my beginners, I would say give the cup 2 pumps Okay, give the cup 2 pumps. If you feel you can go a little bit more, go ahead, feel free. All right. And you can actually leave these cups. I sometimes leave them on for about 20 minutes or so. Or if I'm really on time constraints, what I would do is I would just take one of my cups and move it around. So this is where you absolutely need to lubricate. It's when you begin to glide the cup. Okay, if you feel like you need to loosen, so you see how stuck it is, I would need to loosen up the pressure a little bit so I can glide it. There you go. And it's fine, you can hold the skin down like this, so it allows for you to move the cup around. Just like that. You may have to pump this cup once or twice because we are adding dynamic to the cup, so it may pop off from time to time. As you can see, I still have some adhesions and distortions underneath my skin. I'm still working on my fascial tissue. It's not perfect. So you can glide the cup back and forth to help warm it up and prep it for when you blast it. It feels much more comfortable for you. Okay, so you see how I'm turning red already? So this is a great prep tool to use before you blast. The inner thigh is a little bit sensitive for me to still. And as you can see that, I actually had fat pockets right around here in this area, but now it seems like the tissue is starting to remodel nicely. And there we go, and slide back. Good, perfect, and slide back. Perfect. There we go. So listen to your body. Pay attention to the sensations that you feel, the pulling, the tightness. This is what I love about fascia blasting, is the creativeness that comes along with treating your body and coming up with whatever works best for you. And you can glide for a few minutes. I'd say about 10 minutes. You're prepping your tissue. It's what works best for you and your body. There's no set rules because everybody's different. My body's different than your body. My body heals differently than your body. Okay, so once we have that tissue nice and prepped, I'm gonna go ahead and lubricate it once more. And then I'm gonna begin with a prep tool. I'm gonna use a face blaster. And you can go back and forth just like that. And I still have a little bit of tenderness in my thigh area. I can feel it, like right here, around my knees. And then you treat the inside of my knee, just like that. I'm also going to show you how to address any fat pockets. And I'm going to go ahead and lubricate a little bit more. So just like that, we're prepping the tissue. I'm prepping the inner thigh. Just like that. And the more you improve your tissue integrity, the quicker blood flows to the surface. So if you feel like you're not turning red, just keep fascia blasting, just keep going. What we want is this nice flush look. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I actually started my treatment not heating up, okay? Not heating up because I'm using my cups. So my cups are warming up the tissue when I prep it. So, and then I'm going to be using the prep tool. So by using friction on my skin, I'm warming up my skin. But again, heating does make it easier for you to manipulate your fascia, which is why heating is recommended. But you don't necessarily have to heat because you'll be prepping the tissue, which that alone creates heat. Okay. And then I can show you using the Master Blaster, which I really love too. It's one of my favorite tools. You see how nice and red I'm getting? Getting so nice and red. And then we're going to use cross fiber. So we're going against the muscle fibers. Right. Just like that. Forth. Give you guys more of a side visual here. And we're going to lubricate again. Get the back of my leg. Like that. I'm just going to grab my face blaster so I can get the back of my leg here. Like that. So my goal right now that I'm working on is building muscle. I believe I've already I loosened up a lot of the beyond bound tissue I had. So now I have a little bit of, you know, like a gumminess to my fascia. So now I'm focusing on filling this in with muscle. So that's what my goals are right now, is to build muscle so I can fill any loose skin that I may come across. So this is using the face blaster. Okay, and I'm going to use my Master Blaster just to give you a example of another tool that I like to use. And cross fiber. And you can also place your cups underneath your legs too if you want to prep using your cups as well. You can also do so. Let me grab a small, like that. You can slide it just like that. Remember, always lubricate your skin when you're gliding. So I'm just gonna place this cup here, and then I'm just gonna swing it around just like that. Perfect. That feels amazing. And what I like about gliding my cup is that it also allows me to really feel for my tissue to see if I feel any adhesions or any sticky fascia anywhere, so I can address it in more detail. So you can cup, like as you saw, you can cup before, you can cup during your fascia blasting treatments, cupping after. Blood flow is what we're looking for. We want this blood flow. Okay, so now that I addressed the back of my leg, I'm gonna go in there with a larger claw tool. Just like that. So after we prepped, so after we cupped, we prepped, cupped again, and then you can go in there with the massage claw tool. So this is my party blaster. I love my party blaster. It's beautiful. And it gets me in the mood to blast. And get into my thigh area, just like that. Okay, and then I go into the back of my leg. Just like that. And cross fiber. Just like that. If you want to activate, you can. So while you're activating, you can blast the leg. Activating, what I love about activating is if you feel like your muscle isn't firing or activating. So when you activate while you fascia blast, that allows for the brain and that muscle to reconnect, relink to one another. It makes that muscle come back alive. All right. So once you've fascia blasted, now that leg, those tissues are nice and warm. You can then go back in there again with one of your cups and move it again, glide your cup and scan for any sticky tissue. So for me, I feel stickiness right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this cup off. I'm gonna go in there with a nugget. So you can choose to either use this nugget or use your OMG tool nugget. I like my OMG tool nugget because it's smaller, it's pointier, and I feel like it really addresses the little stickiness that I still feel, like the remnants of a previous fascial adhesion. So I feel it right here. So I'm gonna go in there and do a target treatment. Right in there. Oof, feel that. And getting in there. And then just massage it. Yeah, it doesn't really feel as sticky anymore. All right, so then I'll go back in there with one of my cups again. and scan. Beautiful. See, it glides so much better now in that area. Beautiful. Okay, lift your leg. And then I'm just gonna show you real quick on how to address a fat pocket, because I had a fat pocket right in this area right here. I don't know if you could still see it visibly, like it's still there. See right there? That was actually pretty prominent before. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in there. I'm gonna teach you how to address this fat pocket, just in case if you happen to have any fat pockets around your knees or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my fascia and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a stretch here, just like that. Take my nugget and I'm going to crayon it, just like that. And sure enough, I feel the restriction right in there. And I'm not adding any extra pressure. I'm just crayoning. I'm not digging. I'm just allowing the pointiness of the nugget drive me through working this fascial adhesion. So I'm holding it on the side, just like that. Sometimes you may get black and blues real quick. They develop pretty fast, and other times they kind of slowly appear. It's right in there. Okay, but if you want to add more pressure, you can. If you feel like you can get in a little bit deeper, because these guys tend to be a little deep. So I feel it right in there. I can feel the restriction. So listen to your body. Let your body allow to guide you through your fasciablasting treatment. It's all about awareness, being intuitive with your body. Let it guide you. Okay. All right. And then if you want, you can do a little bit of fascia pulling. And if you want, you can add a cup. You can still kind of see it a little bit right here. Right in there. But I'm going to do a little bit of to kind of pull it a little bit, stretch that tissue. Just like that. And do it again. Just like that. Okay, and I'm also going to show you how to do the silicone cups too, if you have the silicone cups. Okay, so you just pop it in, just like that, and glide. Just like that, and glide. Just like that, and glide. That, and glide. And we're flushing the area right now. Just like that. The top of my quad. that. Like that. Go back and forth. So the silicone cups only give you just one amount of pressure. Unlike the vacuum cups, you can add as much pressure as you want, whereas with the silicone cups, you just kind of press it down and it just gives you a certain amount of pressure. But either or, both of them are a great addition to your fascia blasting treatment. So here I'm pretty much at the end of our treatment. I'm pretty much just flushing the area out at this point. Okay, and then you can finish off with whatever you want as well, with a big cup if you wish. Because remember, the smaller the cup, the more of a target treatment. Just like that. So it gives you more a specific lift. Like that. And then I'm going to do the inside of my leg, just flush it out. And then the inner thigh, just like that. And then I flush myself with a manual massage. Back in the camera here. And I like to go upwards because I'm going towards my lymph nodes, okay? Helping this blood move right along. So you see, ladies, it is super easy to incorporate your cups into your fascia blasting routine. There's no wrong way of doing it. You can do it before, you can do it during, and you can do it after your treatment. Have fun, ladies. Enjoy yourselves while you're treating yourselves. And remember, listen to your body. Be intuitive with your body. When you're doing these treatments, it makes you super aware of what's going on, where's the pulling, the tightness, things like that. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Have a beautiful day.